started. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so straight away both teams look like they're going to be rushing in. Both paladins wanting that pillar. TSG looks like the monk's going to be their target. Going to him, put a double shockwave onto the hunter and the monk. The hunter disengages out though, goes for a scatter trap, intervened by the warrior. So great play from him, not going to have that trap out. Death Knight stuck in a root though, so unable to connect to the monk for a bit. Does now connect again. The paladin Caligula did put a sacrifice onto him, so he's going to be right. Ring of Peace does come out from Nauri right now, and that pushing in looks like Texas Yesio is going to be their tie. Swapping over to the DK Gallon now though. Warrior's back in though, they're connecting to the monk again. Asphyxiate onto the paladin, rip him out in. Looks like he might be going for a repentance or something, but unable to get it. So all three of the members of the TSG stacked up right now, unable to get away. Touch of Karma was used there on Texinio. He's going to be in a massive amount of trouble. No rallying cry to come out from him yet, and he is going to go down.
That was huge pressure right from the start. I mean, 20 seconds in the game, they started and they kept dominating. It wasn't even close. The monk got something like to 60% in the beginning when they used everything. Yeah. And then he just died. The warrior. Wow. So, predictions on the next map? Will the TSG be better on another map?
Well, they're going to have to be for them, otherwise this is going to be a quick 3-0 series for them. Which that's somewhat their map choice. I'm not really sure what the TSG can do against that in particular, just because that warrior, who in theory should be their best target for surviving, just flopped over.
Yeah,
I mean, there wasn't enough defensive stance, but
yeah,
does have second wind as well, but they just trucked through it. Okay, they are going to want ruins then.
Yeah, I think really warrior's survivability took a huge hit, so even in the beginning, did you see this one spike where he was down to like 14%? Really just bam, was stampeded, went really fast, and usually warriors don't drop like this. So.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't actually in defensive stance. They might have thought that definitely be the target, and so that could have always been the thing, but that wasn't. Then TSG looks like they're going to be running commanding shout as well, though, just to give them that little bit more health. Yeah, interestingly, though, they are running Avatar rather than Stormbolt, and when that game just happened like that, I'd expect to see them running Stormbolt just to have that extra peel, but I guess he's going to think that damage is going to be better for just getting the pressure for his team.
I think TSG only survives really with pressure. They can't play the long peel game.
But at the same time, having the extra stun would give them more pressure just because it means it's free damage they can put out while the other team can't.
I mean, isn't it on the R with Asphyxiate on Shockwave? I'm not entirely sure.
It is, but I imagine you're going to be rarely getting double Shockwaves, and Asphyxiate can only be on one target as well, so you just use that on the Paladin. I guess that is a thing for them to consider, and they are running a Warbringer as well, which with the mobility of the monk, but I guess they think if they're going to be going for the warrior, the monk's going to be really easy to stick to, so that 3-second stun might work out better for them because of that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
So everyone's dead, so we are going to get this countdown started. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so both teams rushing towards the pillar. Caligula actually staying back at the starting room though, while Halifaxio's looking at the pillar. Looks like the Hunter's going to be the target of choice this time. Double shockwave onto the DPS again though. There was a paralysis onto Galaxy. Halifaxio looks like he's pushing out, gets put into a silent shot. Might see, there's the scatter. Intervene out from the warrior. Does take the trap with a spell reflect as well, so great play by him. Unable to connect to the Hunter just yet. Does heroic leap over, but the Hunter is just going to walk away. Does have to use live by the sword, die by the sword. He's in a huge amount of trouble. Halifaxio did set a web stun. The gargoyle comes out from Gallon, and they are going to be connecting back onto Farabang. Caligula goes for a hodge onto Halifaxio. I believe he trinketed that. Goes for the repentance on Caligula. Gets it, but Texas said, and so in a huge amount of trouble. Silencing shot onto Halifaxio, and he's going to go down.
It's not even close.
Yeah, I mean, Halifaxio went for the repentance on the Paladin, and his warrior was already low when he went for it, so unable to kind of recover from that, really.
Not sure if repentance is the right talent choice here.
Definitely not the right time to go for it, though. I mean, his warrior was already at about 40% or so. So after that 1.5 seconds, he just then got silent shotted, and that was his warrior down.
If you look at the damage, it's insane how much more they did. Especially, I mean, Nori did like 3 times the damage on the statistics, means if you take away the last 2 guys that were killed, it's still double the damage the warrior did. And he did start in battle stance as far as I've seen. And once the warrior's in battle stance, they just switch to him. So this something to adjust for warriors now with this whole new stance dancing, or let's say stance dancing being back again after the beginning of Pandaria.
Yeah, they are going to choose Tolvir this time, so might see them able to pull out a win with this bigger map, maybe let the warrior kite a little bit more.
By the way, we have the name of the team comp. It's Woodcleave. So we are entering Tolvir Arena, and if the Woodcleave wins this one against the TSG, the Woodcleave is already in the finals. And in the winners match against the winner of the other matchup today.
Means they will be guaranteed a top 3 place though.
Yes.
So.
But like they're looking now, they're kind of the favorite, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't actually lost a single series yet, so. Okay, apparently it's Weedcleave, not Woodcleave.
Weedcleave?
But Hunter and Monk are both green.
Okay.
And obviously Weed is green. So I guess that's what it's meant to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't actually lost a series yet, so they're definitely looking strong for the overall tournament. I don't really think people know how to cope with Monks now, obviously, with the recent buffs. And then classes like Warriors being nerfed as well. It's just not really working out too well for them. That's going to get everyone killed off and then get this game started. Might see them get an easy 3-0 though, which is going to give them a guaranteed top 3 place, which does have the cash prize. So they're going to be in a really strong position if that happens. And we're going to get this countdown started. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Now, again, we see the TSG rushing in, the Warrior holding back a little bit, the Death Knight moving up to the pillar on his own. Looks like he might be the target for now. Halifaxio actually pushing into the pillar as well, so interesting choice. They're going to have that Paladin really pushed up. Hunter is going to be the main target of choice. There's a web style onto Halifaxio, but it does come out that Gargoyle comes out straight away. They're going on straight into Caligge, puts him into a stun. He does freedom and sprint away. The Gargoyle's out. Out comes the Aura Mastery. Silencing shot onto Halifaxio. Nori was stunned there as well. Caligge is still just getting away right now, though. Still had a freedom up. Looks like he's got no more available. His Guardian is out. Full trap onto Halifaxio was trinketed though, and they get Caligge's bubble. They're going to swap over onto Nori during bubble. Texasinho is in a lot of trouble though. He's taken down to about half. Guardian out from Halifaxio as well. Gargoyle still up from this Death Knight, so the Texasinho taking a huge amount of damage, but gets put into, uses parry, silencing shot and web stun used on Halifaxio, so only really a scatter available now, I think. They're going to need to connect back onto Caligge though if they really want to keep this pressure, but Texas and Yesio just not really able to get picked up. Wings does now come out from Halifaxio. Fist of Fury was used there as well by Nori, so that hit too good. Full trap onto Halifaxio. They might have to bubble out of it. Yes, he does. Shield will used by Texas and Yesio as well, though. Silence onto Gallum. Caligge is just able to stay back now, not really letting that team get connect on him. Shell comes out from Gallinax, and it looks like they are going to be going onto the Hunter. Warrior now charges to the Paladin. This could be it for the TSG team. Ring of Peace does come out from Nori. Paladin still got freedom as a sprint available, but as a bop onto Texas and Yesio, as Halifaxio got pinned to a web stun. Disarms are still up and silences. There's a paralysis onto Gallinax, but that breaks. Full trap onto Halifax now, though. Texas and Yesio probably going to go down here in a huge amount of trouble. Down to 70k, does leap away, gets the reflector. Might be able to live here with second wind. Gallinax just trying to keep his team from connecting, but the trap's still not over yet for Halifaxio. Does get pinned to a Fist of Justice out, and Texas and Yesio is going to go down.
They played better this round, but still.
Yeah, they had a lot of pressure in the early game, and they actually forced Caligge's cooldowns really early. But after that, the Weedcleave just had too much pressure, and they weren't able to catch up, really. They were never topped up at 100%, and there was never a good time for them to connect on the Paladin again.
Okay, the next matchup will be Laptop GG Velouz versus Team Arrow.